We all know that feeling, right? Trying to keep up in the working world, always looking for ways to be, well, better, faster, more effective.
Yeah, it's a constant search.
Exactly. So today, we're doing a deep dive into the career of Dillon-Weyer. He's been a product owner, an agile delivery lead, a lean change agent, pretty much worn a lot of hats.
Across some really different environments, too. Big telcos, e-commerce, financial services, internationally as well.
Right. And our mission, let's say, is to pull out the key lessons from his journey. How can people and companies actually make Agile work? How do they improve delivery, build that continuous improvement culture? We're drawing straight from his documented experience.
It's the variety that's interesting, I think. Seeing what principles hold true across all those different places he's worked. How did he make change happen?
Okay, so let's start at the beginning, or near enough. Mobile Fun, 2004 to 2012, he went from product owner up to CTO there.
That alone tells you something, a real grasp of product and technology.
Definitely. But the crucial part, he was the one who actually kicked off and implemented Scrum there. That's like real early leadership in Agile adoption, change management, mentoring teams, the whole thing.
Yeah, and not just leading it, but being the Scrum Master too. Facilitating, sure, but also, importantly, removing those blockers for the team, helping with user stories, really hands-on.
And it sounds like he was juggling other things too, IT infrastructure, even purchasing.
Right, which gives you that sense of someone who understands the whole business picture, not just the dev team.
Okay, so then from around 2012 to 2018, the focus seems to shift more towards dedicated Agile coaching and training with Scrum Sense and IQ Business.
Exactly. A real deliberate move into that space. Training up teams, often from scratch, in Scrum and Kanban. Practical, boots-on-the-ground stuff.
And the consulting side sounds quite involved too. Identifying problems, setting up teams.
And scaling them. Coaching executives, too, that mindset shift at the top is so critical, right?
Absolutely. Plus developing his own training courses, Kanban, lean change management, and wow, trained over 1,500 people.
Yeah, that's significant reach. Spreading that knowledge quite widely.
So fast forward to 2018 and onwards, we see these lead titles popping up. Iris, BT, GIFGAF for Central Alchemists suggests a wider impact, wouldn't you say?
For sure. Moving beyond individual teams to influencing the broader organization.
Like at BT, you mentioned helping with the visualization board and coaching one team to massively increase their throughput from 3 to 18 work items a month.
Yeah, that's a concrete result. Likely involved really digging into their workflow, finding bottlenecks, maybe limiting WIP, applying those flow principles effectively.
Makes sense. Then GIFGAF defining organizational flow, coaching leaders again, tweaking JIRA for collaboration, helping with OKRs. It sounds quite strategic.
Definitely. Looking at the whole system, not just isolated parts, and embedding those agile values at the leadership level.
And first central group, I like the sound of people-centric agile,
Sure.
fostering experimentation, aligning the big company goals with team efforts.
That people-centric bit is key, I think. Agile isn't just process charts. It's about culture, empowerment, feedback loops, and connecting strategy to execution is always a challenge.
Okay, and then Alchemists. The results there seem really impressive. 5 major products delivered in under a year.
Winning a company award for the team.
Right. And a 160% increase in team throughput through coaching, plus a 70% drop in the failure rate. That's substantial.
It really speaks to an effective coaching approach, doesn't it? Empowering teams, focusing on continuous improvement, probably using data to drive decisions. Reducing failures means better quality, more reliable value delivery.
So pulling it all together, the threads running through his whole career seem to be coaching individuals, teams, leaders.
Facilitation too. Workshops, ceremony.
Yeah, and training, developing, and delivering. Always that focus on getting better, continuous improvement, using Scrum, Kanban, Lean, adapting as needed.
And doing it across different industries, different levels of the organization. It's that adaptability that stands out. Understanding the core principles, but tailoring the approach. Plus that constant focus on stakeholders and, crucially, removing impediments.
It comes back to delivering results, doesn't it? Like those early improvements in stock availability or customer satisfaction.
Exactly. Tangible benefits.
So wrapping this up, Dillon-Weyer's career looks like a really practical roadmap for leading agile transformations. It's about being hands-on with coaching, laser-focused on delivering value, and crucially, adapting the methods to the situation.
Which leaves us with a thought, maybe for everyone listening. Considering all this varied experience, what single principle do you think is the absolute most critical for making Agile stick in any organization?
That's a good question.
And then how could you apply that specific principle in your own work with your own team? It really brings home that need for constant learning and adapting, doesn't it?